The standard at Alabama is national championships. And if you want to win national championships, you can't have mental mistakes, you can't have flags, you can't have false starts all the time, holding penalties, and you most certainly, last but not least, have snaps over the quarterback's head and fumbled snaps. You don't have to make a one-handed catch to win national championships. You don't got to be flashy, but you got to do the ordinary things extraordinarily. You got to be great at the little things. That's what really matters. All right, this Bama game's about over. Let me turn this down. We got about 10 minutes to go. Ty Simpson just ran one in to boost the lead to like 60-something nothing. Let's make this short and sweet because I got to get back to watching this Notre Dame A&M game. It's looking like it's going to come down to the wire. Thank the Lord, because the Georgia game I was looking forward to. Blowout. Drawing a blank. Oh yeah, Florida, Miami. Blowout. Looking forward to the Alabama game, obviously, because I'm a Bama fan, and I know most of you watching this video are Bama fans. Probably want to see what I got to say, and not gonna hold you. It might shock you what I got to say in this video. Second half. Okay, no, we'll start with this. I was extremely disappointed in the first quarter, and not all the way in the second quarter, but most of the second quarter, at our offensive line. We can't block, at least in the first half. We couldn't block, struggling to block. That worries me, okay? It's Western Kentucky, and I know a lot of people, okay, don't look at this game. I'm not judging. It's the same thing with Colorado. I didn't judge Colorado, the game, on, oh, did they win or not? No. It's small things, okay? I'm not evaluating Bama on how they look against Western Kentucky. I'm evaluating Alabama, how they look for their standard. Alabama, you see what I'm saying? And for the Alabama standard, we looked not so good. Meh, some shall say, or will say, in the first half. And I got to talk about it. I got to bring it up. Let me move the whiteboard out the way. I'm not even going to, well, I might use it for the video. Talk about Jalen Milroe. I do not understand why we can't snap the football. We got rid of Seth McLaughlin. If you know who he is, you know. We got the new center, and we still had a bad snap over Milroe's head. We did it. It's deja vu, man. Deja vu. I can't be the only Alabama fan who thought about it. It happened every single game last year, at least once or twice a game. One bad snap. And here's the problem. I remember saying this in the Kentucky game last year, in which none of you even recall because we blew them out. We had a bad snap. I think we fumbled a punt on special teams. It's not going to matter against Western Kentucky if we have one bad snap, because Western Kentucky can't compete with us. But it's little stuff like that that comes back to bite you in the butt when you're in the SEC Championship or playoff, the semifinals against Michigan, or the Iron Bowl, or in a couple of weeks when we play, I'm not even going to say Wisconsin because I do not fear Wisconsin, not to the slightest, but Georgia. So little things like that. Also, too, in the first quarter, why did we have 6 penalties? Just like that. Little things, and that was our biggest detriment last year. The penalties, offensive line, and fumbled snaps. And what happened in the first half here? Bad blocking, pass blocking and run blocking, penalties, mental mistakes, and bad snaps. It was deja vu. Granted, outside of that, I'm going to talk about some good stuff here. I'll show you. I got like the mega screen on. I'm watching pretty much just Notre Dame and A&M. If you got YouTube TV, you know this is the best thing they added last year. I got Bama in the top, whatever. Hopefully some of y'all can see that score. I can't show you too much because NCAA will take down this video and my channel just like that. Fix the camera. Wait a minute. Yo, is that level? Okay, I think we're fine. Anyways, like I was saying, okay, Notre Dame just scored. They're up. It was a good game. Okay, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Bama game. Like I was saying, first half, definitely not good. We weren't clicking on all cylinders. For those of you that may be new here, you got to understand, we hold Alabama to a different standard. We're not just trying to be a good football team. or a great football team. We're trying to be elite. The standard at Alabama is national championships. And if you want to win national championships, you can't have mental mistakes. You can't have flags. You can't have false starts all the time, holding penalties. And you most certainly, and I mean most certainly, incompletion. Last but not least, have snaps over the quarterback's head and fumbled snaps. How are we a top 5 team and we can't snap the football? It's been going on for the past 2 years. And I know, people are going to say, man, you won by 70, chill out, bro. Why are you crashing out? Goes back to what I harped on. Come back to this video when we have a bad snap in 3 weeks and you understand why I'm harping on it. Okay? We got to fix little things like that. And there's just no excuse. It's why I'm so passionate about it. Let me watch this play from A&M. Okay, good play. I'm so passionate about it because these are such... I don't want to get too amped up here. This is stuff you learn in Pee Wee football. My brother's high school football team, they've now played a couple of games. This is high school football. And they haven't had a bad snap. High school football. Kids, they haven't had a bad snap. I understand a penalty here and there. But how are we having bad snaps? This isn't NAIA, no disrespect to them, D3, D2, FCS. This isn't even the non-Power 5. This isn't even a top 5 conference. This is one of the best teams in the best conference, one of the best teams in the nation. And we can't snap the football consistently. It's one of the easiest things in the game. Why do we struggle with this? I wouldn't be harping on this if this was a one-time thing, guys. It was happening at the beginning of last year and it's happening this year. I just pray this is not something that lingers, because it will really piss me off. And I rarely get mad, but like I said, I go to my brother's high school football games and I watch all these other college football games. No bad snaps. Maybe I've seen one bad snap per couple of weeks for all the teams combined, but Alabama somehow gets a bad snap. Outside of that, okay, I'm sorry for the whole rant on that. Second half, dominant. Jalen Milroe. Y'all know I'm a Jalen Milroe, I wouldn't say lover or stan. I think he's a phenomenal quarterback. As to why he still gets hate, I don't get it. You're going to come to terms with reality. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. He's one of the best deep ball throwers in the nation. Great scrambler. Great scrambler. He's just great. Great quarterback. That's all there is to be said. Running backs, thought they did pretty good. The O-line, they picked it up in the second half. We also had a nice run, Justice Haynes, at the end of the second quarter. But, not to take anything away from our players, it is Western Kentucky. We have 5 stars. They have 2 stars. You know what I'm about to say next. We should be doing what we're currently doing to them, what I'm watching. We should be breaking off 80-yard runs. Oh, yeah, Ryan Williams. Oh, my goodness. Y'all would have lit me up in the comment section if I didn't bring his name up. Holy crap. That dude's phenomenal. But come on, man. Like I said, he's a 5-star recruit. He should be having great catches and runs against Western Kentucky. I know it seems like I'm being a negative Nancy. I'm not. We're not striving to be. And I want you to understand this. If you don't listen to other single part of this video. We are not striving at Alabama to beat Western Kentucky. We are striving to win a national championship. I want to make that clear. And to do that, we can't have these bad snaps. We got to be flawless. The little things, you got to pay attention to detail. That's what it's going to take. If you want to achieve greatness, you don't have to make a one-handed catch to win national championships. You don't got to be flashy. But you got to do the ordinary things extraordinarily. You got to be great at the little things. That's what really matters. Should I pull up the whiteboard? I don't know. Do y'all really want to see Milroe's stat? I don't even think it's important, guys. I really don't. Milroe, he did have 10 passes, 7 for 9, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 10 carries, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The game's not over, so we don't have all the stats, but we have like 600-something total yards. We barely even was on offense. We had the ball a couple of plays. What about this? Western Kentucky in the second quarter went on like this 21-play, 70-yard drive that took up 10 minutes of clock. God, that was annoying. They didn't even score on the drive. TJ Finley, that guy might be the worst starting quarterback in college football. I'm not joking. To start off the game, he threw an interception. Then after that, the next play, threw it right to Deontay Lawson. He dropped the ball. And a couple plays after that, threw an interception to the same guy who picked him off earlier, Keon Sabb. Guy's just not very good at reading defenses. Offense, as good as advertised. But believe it or not, my biggest takeaway from this game is our defense. It doesn't shock me. I never understood where people just assume since we're getting this offensive-minded head coach in Kellen DeBoer, the defense is going to go to, it's just going to be awful. Didn't make any sense to me. We got one of the best defenses in the nation. When I say one of the best, I don't mean probably top 5. Probably top 10 easily. I think they're sound, and I would say tonight our defense was better than our offense. Defense was really good, man. Really, really good. Fast, big, strong, physical, everything I like to see, and I'm proud to see it. Not really worried about the offense, they'll piece it together. It's kind of crazy to say they'll piece it together. We scored 63 points. We could have scored 100 if we wanted to, but you get what I'm saying. It's just the blocking and little things. All in all, never apologize for a win. We knew Alabama was going to win this game. That's why I didn't talk about it too much leading up into it. We got some things to fix. I believe next week we got USF. That is a cupcake. And then we got Wisconsin. That might be interesting, at least to some people. To me, if you stay to the end of the video, I'll give you a teaser. It's not going to be interesting. Wisconsin don't have a chance. So, I will preview and predict that game, but if you stay to the end, that's the little, I guess you'd say, cookie at the end of this video. I'm giving you a little sneak peek on my prediction. Wisconsin ain't that good. By the way, they should have lost to Western Michigan last night, where they had that trick play through it over their head. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. I gotta get back to watching A&M and Notre Dame. Let me know if that's time.